We are here. It's the 2nd of January, and for once, I actually have stuff to talk about that's positive. We've picked up points, and players have already left. Let's get to it. This Scribes Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin experiment, and it's a positive one. So hi everyone, welcome in. First things first, let's get a couple of big bits of business out of the way. So the 19th of November, we sold Thomas McHale. We actually let him go on a free. He's gone, his wages off the books. Matthew Cooper, when the window opened, he left on a free to Vale of Leithen. Again, his wages off the books. The transfer fee did not matter a single thing. One thing that did happen was... Where is he? Where the fuck is he? I can't believe he signed Lyle Booth. Who and where is this like? Fuck. Right, players have been released. We've moved people back to the clubs. I can't actually find this. This is a pain in the tits. The young centre back is away. The centre mid is away as well, both of them that were on loan. Keith Bray's actually played himself into my side, the 17-year-old. He's become quite a key part as a defensive midfielder. And I will show you the results in a minute. But so far, this is the squad we're kind of running with. We've got this lad who is in on trial from Stirling. If he is decent enough, we might make a move for him as a right midfielder. You'll see why in a minute. So let's then look at the tactic we've been playing. And it's basically been this, or if Dingwall hasn't been available due to, tiredness, then we switch to a 4-5-1. And Splain comes in and takes that role. But this is how we've been playing. This is our shape, this is our formation. So we were last here. Nope, wrong button. For the Stranraer and Bonnyrigg Rose games, we changed shape to what you've seen for these games, and performances immediately picked up. Dingwall got the only goal for us in a 3-1 defeat to Dumbarton. In fact, no, sorry, the Dumbarton game we played... Oh no, we did play that shape. We then took on Clyde, and we were actually unlucky. They opened the score in 3 minutes. We equalised again through Dingwall on 56. They got an 83rd minute winner. We maybe didn't have match rate instead of a good performance. What we were seeing though was our attacking play was still going well. Having those wing backs is working phenomenal for us. Like, our fullbacks are now getting into the game like we needed and like we wanted, and we're seeing that actually start to progress. Then this game happened. It was 3-3 against East Fife, and we got our first points of the season in December. And let's watch the goals as they happen. Now, it was Moorhead that opened the scoring for us in the game. Gordon plays at Moorhead, hits it from distance. Good finish from the lad. He isn't the best player, but then East Fife equalised. Muir really didn't do great. And then, well, you know what happens here. Bang. 2-1. We went down. That's okay though. Second half, we came back. And a backwards header from Leather. I wanted to show you that goal. Got us back in the game. And then Bray, fantastic shot on 54. Gave us the lead before 2 minutes later. Tragedy struck. And East Fife equalised once again. And that's how we got our first point of the season. We then lost to Bonnyrigg Rose. They scored in 43 minutes. We played pretty decently. But again, we just couldn't get the point of the result. But that was okay. We weren't expecting much against Bonnyrigg Rose. Or Spartans. They took a 2-goal lead by 44 minutes. They made it 3 on 60. And Splain got a goal to make it 3-1. We then played quite a big game against Stenhousemuir. And this one hurt a lot. We opened the scoring on 35 minutes. And honestly, what a goal this is. Dangana runs in, boom, top corner. Pretty sure it was a bad cross. But then in the 95th minute, last kick of the ball, that happened. Breeze had to play in goals. Muir had actually fractured a couple of his fingers, and he was out for a period of time. Going by the stats, yeah, fair enough. Draw's probably a fair result, but it was such a kick in the teeth for us. I thought that was going to be our first win, but then our first one came the very next game, and it came via a hat-trick from Ross Dingwall, who should actually have had 4. He missed a penalty and the rebound late on in the game, but this is how we got it. McKenzie with a long ball to Dingana, hits it across, keeper makes a decent enough save, Dingwall scores the tap in. The type of chances we have missed all season. Second goal, well, header from Dingwall again. Their keeper probably should have done more, but he gave us that 2-goal lead in the first half, 71-minute penalty, and Dingwall finished the scoring. That was our first 3 points of the season, which actually now puts us 9 points behind Forfar, and suddenly things don't look as bad. Fine, we've only got 5 points. Yes, we've lost 16 games, but we've actually started to play well. Now, in this time, Bray has genuinely played himself into the team. Draper has actually performed okay. Brian Cameron is probably the odd man out here. He doesn't really fit. So he's somebody else we are going to try and move on. But to get McHale away, to get Cooper away, to get a couple of those loans away, has left us with £300 a week of a wage budget. And this is where we're at. Ben Payton, we offered a trial to him. He's went on trial to Spartans. 23-year-old midfielder, was at Ross County. I imagine if he's on trial at Spartans, he'll probably end up signing there. These are all players who were up for loan, these 3, which is why we've offered a trial for them. These 3 are strikers who are out of contract, who we just were recommended to us from our director of football, as I really do want a striker. Depending on how good they look, Golding's time at the club will probably be up. He has scored 3 goals in 22 appearances. That isn't great, and honestly, we need somebody who can genuinely play and lead the line. I actually feel that Robert Jones has probably led the line better. He's also only scored 3 goals in 20 appearances. It's not great either. But for this season, he's already our player. It's probably what's going to happen. His contract's up at the end of the season. I probably won't renew. But it is where we're at. So we've got the wage budget back under control. And as you can see, I'm now at a C+. Everything is starting to look that little bit rosier. It's going to be a long month. We're going to play Stranraer in 4 days' time. I'm not expecting incomings or outcomings. So what we'll do is we'll just come back for the highlights of the Stranraer game, assuming there's no more ins or outs before then. Catch me in just a second. We're back, everyone. It was a 1-1 draw, and honestly, it should have been a 1-0 win. A mistake at the end of the game actually cost us again. But we took the lead on 11 minutes through Dolan scoring his first ever goal, not just for the club, but in general. And it was this. Cairns ball at the back post. Dolan, header came down. I don't know if it's going to show you the error that it didn't show you there that led to that goal. Can I take it back that little bit? Look, we had a free kick, okay? So Leather is on the free kick, and watch what he does. There's a mistake from Leather that set this all in motion. Free kick, 92 minutes on the clock. All you need to do, Leather, is pass it to one of our teammates. And he passes it straight to a Stranraer player, and they just break. Both are left-sided defenders, well at position like Johnson behind, another too slow to react, or taps in the equaliser. Does mean though for the league we are now 11 points behind. Forfar actually just hammered Stenstown. But there's still plenty of games to go. We've now got 6 points. We're starting to pick up points. In terms of the players that we had on trial, the only one who's still here is Liam McClendon. We have cancelled Golden in his loan. We have made an offer to sign him. He's on about £300 a week. If he comes in, he is get pace. He can finish. Hopefully, he gives us what we need. But as always, we'll either be back for the highlights of the Forfar game, or a signing, or a sale. Do you know what, everyone? I think this is probably what's going to be our problem. He is signed for Chorley. and it's wages. We couldn't offer that wage, and I'm assuming probably an appearance fee takes it over. I think we actually maybe did. I think we offered £300 a week, but with the appearance fee, it would cost us about £400 a week. Absolutely no doubt that he's probably getting more. Means that we are down a striker still, but that's a role we'll probably fill in somehow. Whether they're good enough is a completely different conversation, but yeah, didn't get McLinden. We move on to another target. We play 4 for tomorrow. Well, we're back. It's kind of went tits up in this game. We lost 4-1. Let's watch. Unfortunately, the goals, and to be honest, we were just never really in this game. They scored a penalty early on, 10 minutes on the clock. We managed to equalise through another backwards header. Boop. But it was the last bit of false hope we had in this game. Because then, about 10-15 minutes later, this happened. Good finish from Ross, to be honest. Hits into the ground, bounces in front of the keeper, kind of awkward for him. Went into half time 2-1 down, and we end up losing 4-1 overall. Skelly, unmarked. Easy tap in for him. Moorhead with another mistake. Ball over the top. Tap in again. Made it 4-1 on the day. No further forward any signings. We have 3 players in on loan. None of them looking particularly good. Not on loan, sorry, on a trial. Neither look particularly good. We probably won't offer them contracts. Hunt for striker still on. We did have a negotiation with Celtic for one of their wingers. They want him to play as a attacking midfielder, right? I want to play him as a midfielder, right? Which ended up becoming a negotiation over wages. And because he wasn't going to play him in the position they exactly wanted, they wanted more money, we couldn't do it. So, still in the hunt for players. But, you know, halfway through the month, still got a fair bit of time. We have a little bit of a break though now, 14 days. So maybe get Dangana back for the next game. He is out injured. But hopefully that is a game against Dumbarton, who are second in the league. But if we can get a little result there, it might just springboard us for that final run of games towards the end of the season, where we are hoping we are not in that relegation playoff. Well, we've finally made a signing, and it's a right midfielder. His name is Robbie McGill. We've printed him up on a free transfer. He was, by most things, released from Bonnyrigg Road at the beginning of the season. After making 4 appearances, he will probably start... Oh, will he start most games? I don't know. He's going to come in. He's came in on a fringe player. That's all he's expecting. So for a year, end of next season year, I think he'll be fine for right midfield. It just gives another option. Is it Moorhead or Dolan? And it gives us a little bit of depth now. I'm happy with that. We have a contract offer for a striker. Not sure he'll be good enough to be number 1, but he should be better, or at least an option as a striker. We've got not a massive wage. A big wage for us, but not a massive wage. If he accepts, but he has offers from England as well. We're just waiting to see if that deal can get done. If not, I move on to another target, because that's all I can do at the moment. This has got to be one of the most infuriating things that can happen, especially as a lower league manager anywhere, is when you have offered a guy money, actual weekly wage money, and he goes for a non-fucking contract to a team. So he's on a non-contract at St Albans. That's where he's went instead of joining us. Like I said, he's not amazing. He would have been an option for us. Oh, I'm running out of time for a striker, and it is not good. We've had trials for players. We've asked to get guys who are contracted to other clubs on trial with us in the striker role. None of them are good enough to be number 1. And I'm not really wanting to just panic bring in somebody, but I might need to panic bring in somebody. We're struggling, but I will keep plodding on and try to bring in a striker of some capacity, because we cannot just go with Jones and Taylor for the rest of the season. Oh, wish me luck. Wish me luck. You know, it's kind of weird that I look at this game, right? We've got a result. Let's watch the goals. We actually had an offside goal first. We scored from a header from Jones, but ruled offside, and that is on the 2nd minute. But on 45, we did break the deadlock. Nice headed goal by Jones, who'd been a threat all that half. Second goal came in the second half. Dolan's free kick hit the post. Gallagher slotted home the rebound. We then lost a goal in the 80th minute, and my arse started making buttons because I honestly thought we were going to drop points. But we managed to hold on and secure 3 points. The issue is we are so clearly the worst team in this league. It is unfucking real. We're now on 9 points for the season. Go us. We are so far behind Forfar and Stenhousemuir. It is unbelievably terrifying. We're 14 points behind? We're in the relegation playoff. I think that's safe to say. It's just not good. There's, I think, still, 14 games, I think, left to play? Yeah. 14 games left to play. We could maybe get ourselves out, but it looks to me like we are going straight into that relegation playoff. If I have to redo this first season because I fuck up. Oh, God. But yeah, that is what happened. Our lineup did involve our new signing at right mid. He came off at halftime, wasn't having the best of games, but I kind of expected that. We have an offer in for a striker. He would come in as first choice. He looks like he would definitely be an improvement in everyone we've got. It wouldn't be hard. The issue is, like everyone else, he has offers from elsewhere. I am praying we get him. I guess you'll see me either end of January with no more signings or very shortly with a striker. Let's see which one it is. I am fucking livid. Bruno Davidson, a player we'd offered, the guy we tried to get from Celtic on loan, he has went to Stenhousemuir. The striker I badly wanted and needed has just signed for Forfar for the same wage. It's deadline day. It's deadline day and I need a striker. I know there's one guy who'll probably accept to come in, but he's just not an improvement in what we've got. By the end of deadline day, we'll have a striker in. I just don't know how good they'll be. That is the issue. That's the issue. Oh, let's see how deadline day ends for us then. Join me in a second. Deadline day is passed and we have a striker. 29-year-old Northern Irish striker, Zach Barr. Ported down in the league, he was 1-4 this season. Last season, 1-3. So he's a good goal scorer. Levels higher than our league apparently. But apparently is going by, just coach rating thing. He is the only League 2 rated striker. Who the fuck is Brian Cameron? Oh, that guy. There's players that wanted to move on, we couldn't move on. But Zach Barr comes in, basically replaces. No, he will replace Jones the starting lineup, but means that Jones will then replace Taylor on the bench. I have no intention at this point in time of renewing Jones's contract. On paper, this is arguably our strongest 11. With the exception of maybe Draper and for Bray, but on paper that is now our strongest 11. Again, you can maybe argue Dingwall drop and then bring Spillane at centre midfield, but kind of we're almost there now. This is the squad that I need. Not to not finish bottom, I have kind of gave up on that notion, but it is the one that we need to win the playoff final to stay in this league. That's where we're at. Not ideal. I'm now back over my wages again by, wow, £5 a week. Sue me. So we're doing pretty well. I'm actually okay with that one. Board, C+, everything's happy. Somehow you're pleased with this? don't know how we're not on course to avoid it, but we're playing entertaining football, so the fans are relatively happy. Dynamics. Got a bit of managerial support, which is awesome. Nobody's supportive of me, but nobody's against me. We do have team cohesion, is great. The club atmosphere is finally back in the good, and Russell Dingwall's happy. We've got rid of unhappy players. Finances, we're running at 35 grand loss so far this season. Still in decent budget there. I did ask try and get a senior affiliate again. The club said no, but this time wasn't just how you not been long enough. We had a proper back and forth. They still said no, couldn't convince them. That's okay. My profile, by the way, let's have a look at that. Reputation, media handling for a change is up because I've done every single press conference. Attributes, not bothered by that. We don't have a coaching badge as of yet either. One step at a time. Let's come back then. It's a tough one because this season could basically get completely redone if we get relegated. We're playing East Fife, Spartans, top table class, Steny, Peterhead, Clyde, Bonneriggs, 4 East Fife. I want to, for this, I know how much the struggle this season is going to be, so like us coming in for any of these games really was kind of, there's not much to see, we're just getting hammered as we're trying to make our way through the end of this season. I see we come back for Forfeit and East Fife. Yeah, let's come back for Forfeit and East Fife on Wednesday, and then on Friday we'll do the playoff finals and maybe the Clyde game depending where we are. I think that sounds okay. So let's do that. If you're enjoying the series so far in this complete shit show of a first season, leave a thumbs up. Great helps you get the channel out there. I'll see you on the next one. Let me know in the comments what you think of Zach Barr and if you'll be the man to finally start scoring a lot more goals for us. He can't score any less, so I mean there is that. Yeah. Join me Wednesday. See you later.